Morning, fellas. Went back again. That's the beauty with the new handlebar. This thing is, it's called the thick handlebar. This is from Moto, and that is Joshua Crasto. This guy is amazing. He I think is a pilot and also makes some really cool stuff for motorcycles. He's a vintage motorcycle restorer and also develops his own parts for his builds, and thereby also an avid off-road rider. Has done a lot of good stuff on off-road business, and so he's made brackets for the X-Pulse. He's made triple clamps for the X-Pulse. He's made footrest. What do you call it? He's made a bracket that moves the footrest on the X-Pulse a little backwards and downwards, I guess, so that it helps with better ergonomics. And the latest offering from Moto is these handlebars. These are fat bars, aluminum, almost 4 point something millimeter thick aluminum tubing, wide about this is slightly more than 28 millimeters in the center, tapers down to 22 millimeters. And man, wow, what a difference. Super light, 605 grams on my scale. So huge difference in the way the bike feels with this. Look at that. Look at the ergonomics. Whole thing goes down. So much more attack friendly, flickable, playful ergonomics now. So that's Ben with the new handlebar, all aluminum, flyweight. If I were to call it, give it an attribute, I would call it flyweight, and immensely helps with handling. Ben was already a good handler, but with about 2-inch drop, almost 2-inch drop, the bike just plays on dirt. So yeah, this is strictly off-road business. This is not going to help with on-road business, and it's not a comfort handlebar per se. But one thing that I noticed as far as comfort goes is the drop-down vibrations. Because this is a large piece in the center, this is larger than my KTM. My KTM was larger than the stock by 3 millimeters. This is 3 millimeters wider than my KTM handlebar. And that dropped the vibrations considerably. Bloody thing feels zero. I don't feel the engine anymore on the handlebar. That's as good a feedback I can give for how good the handlebar is. So that was that. Now coming to all the work that went into fixing this on the motorcycle. So yeah, I took the lower triple clamps to a lathe, asked them to multiple lathes, asked them to machine it, bore it out to 28 millimeters. Those guys were not able to do it. This was at 25. One lathe agreed to doing it, and they got close to 27 millimeters or so. And I came back home and tried fitting the handlebar. It didn't work, and the machinist refused to bore it out anymore because he said that was almost 1 millimeter close to the threading zone. So it's almost edge to edge with the threaded hole part. And I said there's enough material left. There's about a tower here for the bolt to go in. Please don't worry about the top. But they refused to do it. So I came back home, bought an aluminum file, and filed it out to something that looks like that. Not bad, right? Yeah. So so managed to do it myself. Fitted the handlebar. So that was a big job. Boring this out. This requires an inline lathe. This is not a perpendicular lathe. This is a parallel lathe, and only if those guys have it, they will agree to doing it. Otherwise, this is a serious business. All the machinists refuse to make a rig to fit this and then bore it. I don't know why, but people in India in general, there a lot of people that I work with, machinists and mechanics, they're just apprehensive about trying new things out. Only if they know that somebody else has done it, they have the open-mindedness to approach it. So that was that. That was one hurdle, and a massive one. Got that done by myself. And then there was this issue. This handlebar is with the Buck Busters. The handlebar is about 13.9 millimeters ID. So that's just 13.9 millimeters. And these fellas, expander nuts or expander contraptions that you get with Buck Busters. So this is a hole. This does not have a threaded insert in which you can easily thread your Buck Busters. So that was another problem to deal with. So this is about 13.9 ID inner diameter, the hole, and these fellas are 14.5 diameter. So OD. So this won't go into this. And again, no machinist was willing to drill a hole into this, is because of the weird shape of the handlebar. They did not know how to mount it somewhere, like hold it somewhere, and then drill a hole into this. So that was another hurdle that I was faced with. So what I did was I took this to the machinist and I reduced the OD by 1 millimeter, and that got me a total of almost 1.92 millimeters, and this got reduced to 13.2 millimeters, so that it went in very easily. And the expander business, there's another nut that comes here that slides into this, and once you start cranking the bolt here, this kind of flares out and grabs onto the inside of the handlebar. So yeah, so I took this to the lathe and kind of skived it, reduced the outer diameter of this to 13.3 exactly, to be specific, 13.3, and that went in comfortably, flared out, and is holding my handlebar in place now, my handguards in place now. So that was that. Now Buck Busters usually climbs up like that. I kind of tilted the angle, or moved this 180 degrees and dropped the Buck Buster below, because I wanted to clear my rally tower. This was hitting the rally tower on the top, and with this setup I can clear the rally tower. And also I still have a downward sweep on the sides of the Buck Buster aluminum spine, so that should be not a problem. Well, that was that. JC Moto is a very well-known name, and everybody respects him and his works, whatever it is that he's done. And this is another very good testimonial of sorts of what the thick handlebar is all about. It's superb. It's a lot more rigid, lot less vibey, and once you start dropping the height, you get closer to the handlebar, the flickability of the machine just improves drastically. Somewhat, more than the material and more than the style of the handlebar. What's nice about this is mimicking all the top enduro style handlebars, and so once you put this on, your riding immediately changes to more impulsive riding. Your thoughts and your actions can align quickly with the right ergonomics. So if you get it, you get it. So that's the most beautiful thing about the handlebar. It's almost an enduro handlebar. I don't know what to say. It's almost a flat line. There's very little inward sweep and upward rise. So this is almost a flat bar of sorts, and just does wonders for handling business. So that was that. If this helped in any which way, make up your minds to go get this bar. It is expensive, a lot of money. Go get it, and I'll be saying a bye-bye now. Ciao.